Hey friends, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a very quick first impression on the new Hourglass Foundation Stick. Now this retails for $46 on Sephora, and I know you've seen it all over Instagram and YouTube as well. It comes in 26 different shades, and I was very lucky enough to receive one from Influenster. Initially I had requested it in the color walnut, but I'm thinking after swatching it that maybe I should have selected chestnut or the last deepest color. So without further ado, we're going to get started in giving this a go. So this does not come as a package, but I was lucky enough to be sent both the foundation brush as well as the foundation to test it out. The claims of this product are that it's supposed to be a concealer and foundation in one. It's supposed to have the consistency of a liquid foundation. However, it's supposed to be as light as a powder foundation. So I'm just going to stop yabbering and give this a go. This color is definitely too light. I don't know if you can see the... Ooh, the color actually does not, it's not too bad. I swatched it here. I'm going to swatch it again one more time. This is the fresh swatch, and this is a swatch I did almost an hour ago. So it looks like it does oxidize a little bit. I think this is also after just walking around, maybe like a little bit of it wore off. Anytime I saw someone using this, they just kind of drew it on their face and then blended it in with the brush. For my sake, I have a beauty blender as well that I'm going to be trying it with, so here we go. Okay, so seeing as the color comes off this light, what I'm going to do is apply it to the center of my face and then kind of add in a warmer, darker foundation if needed. So we're going to start underneath the eye because it's supposed to be like a concealer, and that's usually where I apply my concealer. It feels amazing. It definitely does feel like a liquid foundation. Where else do I want to... Well, let's blend this in first. How about that? Let's do that. Not bad at all. This looks pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed so far. It goes on like a liquid foundation. It looks pretty smooth. I can't get over how airbrushed this looks. Does it look the same on camera, or am I just bugging? This side is done with the brush, and this side I'm going to do with a beauty blender. Okay, so I'm finally done applying the foundation stick. I use the brush on this side and the beauty blender on this side. Looking in the camera, you can't tell that much of a difference. At least I don't think so. I feel like it looks kind of the same to me on camera. But looking in my mirror, this side has a much nicer, smoother finish, and it looks more airbrushed. Whereas this side looks like it could use some powder or concealer or something. I'm thinking, like I mentioned before, because this eats up most of your products, that it just took away what this got blended in. So I'm going to take a closer look at it, touch it up a little bit, fix it up a little bit, and I'm going to see if I actually need to add anything on. I have to say that I do love the application with the brush because it definitely does give it as smooth of a finish as I thought it did. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer with the camera, but if you can see a little bit closer around this side of my cheek, that's usually where I get the biggest pores, or my pores look more enlarged under there, because when I get very hot, I get flushed, and that's usually where all my greases and oils and everything starts. But you can see with the brush applicator, it kind of smooths everything over, and even if I were to put setting powder over this, I think it would be exactly what I need. Whereas this part where I used the beauty blender, I did not add any more foundation because it has a very natural finish. I think we can agree on that. It looks more like what I would look like if I just put concealer on and just went about my day. Whereas this side looks more like I actually tried to look presentable today. But if you can see this, it still looks pretty normal to like my normal foundation. Usually I would bring it all the way down to my chest or neck area, but I didn't really feel like it right now. So, and especially since this is just kind of a first impression, I will be sure to post an updated photo on my Instagram so that you guys can check out the full look that I did with this foundation. So far, so good. I absolutely love it. It does do everything that it claims to do. It does feel very, very lightweight, although it does have great coverage. You would think that it would be very thick because it has this kind of coverage, but it's not. And it feels not sticky. It's pretty smooth actually. Texture feels very smooth. It's not sticky at all. I do feel like I have something on my face. Maybe if I just put on like lotion on my face or something, that's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like heavy foundation, which I absolutely appreciate. So definitely love this experience so far. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first impression. I'll be sure to update the video and I'll post a link to the update as well. See you in my next video. Bye friends.